Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Thursday evening, and I am here to do a research edition, okay? Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors, suspended indefinitely. My only question is, can this man be defended? I've got all the stats. You've got all the technical issues he's had over the years, suspended twice in the last 30 days. Can this man be defended? Never mind, me being into hockey and trying to make a argument for the NBA that should allow fighting. No, it's a different day and time. It's a different game. You cannot be all rambunctious and out of pocket, and this man has been suspended indefinitely, okay? Left-handed man may not be calling in. CP from NicksFan TV might be calling in, and Sam from Uniondale is welcome to call in as well. All right, that's my top story. Also, showrunner, TikTok egg challenge. I say again, TikTok egg challenge. This has been going on for those who watch TikTok. I caught this little tidbit a couple of days ago, but this has been going on for maybe two or 3 months. Troll babies, yes, no, good evening. I think the question should be, are women truly evil? Mothers! I can't post that in my community section. If you know what I'm talking about, mothers filming themselves on TikTok, and I saw a couple of dads, but more so mothers, and they would break an egg on a child's forehead, pow, and put it in a bowl, I guess, to maybe bake something, I don't know, scramble an egg, or maybe just to break the egg on their head, ha ha ha, he he. Children are crying. Children are saying, ow, why'd you do that? If this were a black man or a Hispanic doing this, your door would be kicked in. The authorities would tell you, put your hands on top of your head, interlock your fingers. Nigger, you're going to jail. The TikTok egg challenge, I want to discuss this. How is this not offending people? Anyway, phone lines open right now. And I also have a few other things I want to just mention tonight because, again, this will be a research edition, okay? KRS-One has said no to the Grammys. Do you care? KRS-One, 1 year younger than myself, very, very instrumental in the building blocks of hip-hop, Never met him. We spoke on the phone years ago. I think it was 1991. I forget exactly. But he was invited to the Grammys. They're doing some type of 50th hip-hop celebration. I kind of have to side with KRS-One, saying no, he won't perform. He was invited by my homie, LL Cool J, but the Grammys has never, to my knowledge, supported hip-hop. Or should we all just move on and start a new chapter? Can't we all just get along? Phone lines open right now, okay? And thank you to whoever just sent me an email because I do like to be kept abreast on the bullshit. Who just sent me an email with Troy Ave on the Facto show going in balls deep on Charlemagne? Whoo, chow. And I'm not going to say pause. He went in balls deep. I think he was sipping some expensive champagne or whatever he was sipping. Some, hold on a second, Cavassier or something. He was going ape shit on Charlemagne the God, a.k.a. Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Lesser Charge. Call in if you must, all right? Okay, that's my show for this evening. Draymond Green, suspended indefinitely. Hang on a second. Let me just get my head right here. I have a new vodka sponsor. Yes, I've fallen off the wagon, and I'm getting paid for it. Promote my sponsor a little bit later. Hang on a second. There they go, huh? Yeah. There you go. Zawadi Vodka. Talk about them shortly. I have not had a chance to see Fat Man Barkley, Charles Barkley. Oh, I'm sure he's kicking in Draymond's back. Yes. I saw Stephen A. Smith. He was doing what he does. Very cool, calm, and collected. And he said that the suspension is warranted. Kendrick Perkins, who, something's going on with him. I don't want to say he sounds slow, but it just, I don't know. I listen to him sometime and I'm like, okay. My biracial sister in the struggle, Malika Andrews, did she comment? Yeah, Troll Babies. Has Malika Andrews chimed in? Has she given her thoughts? I'm sure she's kicking Draymond's back in, yes? Before I go to the phone lines and I see you guys, sit tight. The foul didn't look that bad to me. It really didn't, but I guess there's just too many that have piled up. He's been warned too many times. He's been suspended too many times. So again, my question here this evening, can Draymond Green be defended? Or is it time to trade him? I don't think they can trade him, right? What has he got, a 4-year deal, $100 million? Can he be rehabilitated? I don't think so. I think the nigga's just loose. I'm looking for left-handed. I think that's him early. Oh, here we go. Let's get down to business. Peace. Left-handed, is that you, sir?
Peace. What's good, man?
Hey,
Long time no talk to. What's good, you right?
Hey, man, thank you for tapping in. I'm going to put your information on the screen. I need to be educated. You and Yada Bear have a show on multiple platforms, Down and In Sports. I'm putting your information on the showrunner right now. Can Draymond Green be defended? That's my only question. I know you can do a deep dive, but can you answer that question first? Can he be defended?
Can he be defended?
Yeah.
Is it worth being defended? Because, he had just put Rudy Gobert in a headlock. He tried to defend that.
Can you come a little closer? Left-handed, it sounds like you're far away. Please, can you come a little closer to the phone?
Can you hear me now?
It's a little better.
Can you hear me now?
A little better. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, bet. All right. What I said was basically, can he be defended? He was, defended after he had Rudy Gobert in a headlock. He was, after, he did it to a number of altercations. He's been defended. So, this one is kind of, different. It's a long litany, and that's how you look at it. Even though it's been 6 suspensions, that's a long litany, man, of having a rap sheet in the NBA in a game that you're supposed to love and respect. You cost your team an NBA championship, literally. All right. So that definitely factors into whatever is going on with him and all this stuff right now that they're talking about where he needs help. He should have been had help. So, all that to me falls on deaf ears, Star. That's just me, man. Because, again, we've been sitting here watching this dude kick people in the Bozak, turn around and slap people, run around the place and do all types of nonsense. Get a slap on the wrist, and then he's back on the court and all is forgiven until the next instance. So for me, it's like, can he be, rehabilitated or, redeemed or whatever, however you want to slice it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Draymond Green knows, that he's in a situation where, he could sit out a couple of games, get slapped on the wrist, Adam Silver will talk when he talks. But then at the end of the day, he's always got the players union to back him up.
All right. So what did you say? I want to be precise. You said he had an issue or his problems. What was that you said about Draymond Green?
Nah, I'm just saying, man. I mean, he has a whole issue of can't keep his hands to himself, and it's been he's got a laundry list of stuff that's happened. This is unprovoked and uncalled for. You know what I mean? And people talk about he needs help. I mean, I don't know, man.
That's what you said. Help. You said you were surprised he didn't get help. How do we know he needs help? How do we know he needs help? Maybe he's just a high-strung player, and maybe the game is just, it's a different game now. But you're saying he needs help, in your opinion?
Listen. Somebody else tried to come at me with that. Can you hear me? Am I clear?
I can hear you. Please,
somebody else tried to come at me with that, and I was like, well, how come he's always getting into it with international players? Like, when is he going to take a swing at an accidental swing at Giannis Antetokounmpo? Or when is he going to take a swing at somebody who's going to swing back?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So again, it's always, well, it was an accident. It was in the heat of the moment. And come on, man, knock it off. Like, for real. And that's just my stance on it. Because at the end of the day, this dude, it goes back to this dude cost the Golden State Warriors a championship. And I'm no way, by no stretch of nobody's imagination, I don't mess with the Warriors, right?
Okay.
But it's in the game. You got this guy that's doing unnecessary things for no reason. Mm-hmm. And then if he's got problems outside of the court, then don't play ball, yo. If that's the business you standing on now, that something's wrong with you, or you need help, or you need to lay on the couch and talk to somebody, come on, yo.
So you're saying he does need help?
I'm not there. I'm not there, Star. That's just me. I'm not there. Okay. I'm just thinking that I think that you're petulant.
Right.
I think you're petulant. And I think that you've been getting away with murder all this time. You know the ins and outs of how Adam Silver is going to play this. Mm-hmm. You know how the Players Association is going to play this. You know what I'm saying? So you take your stuff on the wrist, sit in the corner for a couple of days, or whatever the case may be. Here we go indefinitely. That's the thing I want to talk about, Star.
Please.
Now we're going to find out what Adam Silver's definition of indefinitely is.
And you can go back to the David Stern years if you need to. I just don't want to be the person who's saying, oh, it's back in the days. Never mind all that.
No.
Come on. Come on.
No. I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm going to keep it, right where we at right now. And I just think that, where we at right now is no, your question was, do you think, he can get, what he needs?
Can he be
what is it that he needs?
Can he be defended? That's my question. Can he be defended? Yeah.
I don't know, man. Okay. And to answer your question, I really can't. I can't call that, Star.
Okay. Might you be somewhat of a biased New York Knicks fan, and you just said you don't rock with the Warriors?
Nah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, I'm not being biased at all, man. Right is right and wrong is wrong, yo. Right is right and wrong is wrong, B. Come on, yo. if that was Julius Randle or somebody, you know what I mean? But even if we want to talk about the Knicks, we can go back to X-Man, Xavier McDaniel. You know what I mean? Or Anthony Mason, rest in peace. You know what I mean? So they was, doing wild stuff on the court. But this dude, nah, come on, man. You know what I mean? This goes to the Draymond Green that snuck Jordan Poole. You know what I mean? This goes to the Draymond Green that kicked Steven Adams in the Bozak. You know what I mean? This goes to that Draymond Green. So I don't know how these dudes gonna spin it and work it out. Do I expect to see Draymond Green back on the court anytime this season? In my opinion, nope.
Mm-hmm. Did he sneak Jordan Poole, as you said, or did he just catch
Jordan
him?
Poole,
Hang on. You said he snuck him. I'm asking you, did he sneak him, or did he just catch him with a nice right? Pow!
Man,
little tune-up. Little tune-up.
Draymond off him, and Draymond leaned into him and snuffed him. Yes, he did. Yup, sure did.
Okay. But it wasn't
and it was his fault. It was his fault. He should have had his joints up after he pushed Draymond off him. He should have put his joints up. But he did, and he got caught. Lovely. He got caught lovely. That's how he used to sing it, right? He got caught lovely.
Let's talk about your platform, you and Yada Bear, down in sports on YouTube. Have you guys addressed this yet? You guys go live on Tuesdays, yes?
Yes, we definitely talked about it last night, man. We talked about Draymond Green, and again, I kept it green like I always do all the time. And I'm like, yo, there's no way that this dude could be looked at as any kind of, anything else but being petulant and like a problem dude. I'm not gonna say he's a child, because he's not a kid. You know what I mean? So this is his history. This is how he wants to be recognized as a tough guy. He's, the rings go notwithstanding at this point, because he's always getting, suspended. For what? For what? You know what I mean? So, again, yeah, we discussed it down in Sports Talk, man, Tuesday nights, man. We appreciate you rocking with us. Tuesday nights when it goes down, YouTube, 6 zeros, StreamYard, Facebook, and all that good stuff, man.
Before you go,
but
before you go, I do want to, because you are a very knowledgeable man. You help me from time to time. I call you about NBA stuff, and you help me do prep work for this show. Do you think that the NBA is too racist? I'm just asking. Because, listen, I grew up on hockey, ice hockey. You know, there's a code for fighting. Certain things are allowed. I'm not going to go through the whole history, but, you know, in hockey, you got the 5 for 5. You know, shoot for 5 minutes, fight for 5 minutes. I mean, is the NBA too racist? I think it's bullshit for him to be suspended indefinitely. I just don't like the word indefinitely.
Well, since you used the word racist, if Josh Giddey's name was Josh Jones III, he would be under the jail right now. And Josh Giddey's still playing games. And, you know, he's in a heap of trouble, but he's still out there on the floor. You know what I mean? While Draymond Green is suspended indefinitely for putting his hands on somebody else once again. So, you know, racist is what racist does.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm saying that you look at you ask, is the NBA racist? And if Josh Giddey was black,
Yeah.
Josh Giddey, you know what I mean? Josh Giddey would not be on the court right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to answer your question. I believe it like that.
I'm not rushing you off, man. I really want
Oh, okay.
to.
All right, because I know other people's on the line.
No. I want to do a deep dive if possible, because when I talk sports and I let people call in and, you know, they yo, you're not giving me enough time. Not you. You don't say that, but, you know, again, I just, man, the foul wasn't that bad to me. Was it just too many fouls? Or was that flagrant, you know, just whoa, you know, enough's enough.
Yeah, and that's a situation where you say your reputation precedes you. You know, some people might say it wasn't that bad or whatever, but it was Draymond Green. You know, so they got the eye on him. He got to watch what he does all the time. And he should realize that. He should understand that. He graduated from Michigan State.
Right.
He should understand that. You know what I mean? And again, you know, it's a lot of things that you can factor into it, man. You know, the Warriors, you know, not going to win 70 games. You know what I mean? They're not where they want to be at. You know what I mean? A lot of things could factor into it. But at the end of the day, man, Draymond Green still ain't got to be putting his joints on people indifferent, accidentally, or on purpose. Period.
For NBA champion, 4 championships. I'm going to be
absolutely.
Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know which year. I'm just coming
two-time All NBA. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Full-time All-Star. Absolutely. He's got the credentials, man. He's got the cachet. He's got it all. But it's the other stuff that we always talk about on our show down in Sports Talk. It's the other stuff. You know what I mean? So again, at the end of the day, you put yourself in that position. You know what I mean? And you always hitting those, you know, either other people. You're not hitting nobody that's going to hit you back. And then you talk about it was an accident. You didn't know what you was doing. Oh, come on, man.
Can I get on? Can I get on some real crazy shit? You know, listen. R.I.P. Condolences to Kobe Bryant, but you know, Kobe took some pussy.
R.I.P. George McGinnis.
Hang on. Kobe Bryant, you know, allegedly took some pussy once upon a time. He bounced back. You know, okay. So Draymond he's got a hand problem. Can he be traded? Would another team want him? I don't think this should be the end. I don't even want to hear putting him out of the league. Whoa, out of the league. That's a little bit too. I mean, it's up to him, Star. It's up to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All he's got to do is play his game. He's a valuable part of whatever situation he ends up in.
Yeah.
Because I think this is the end of the line for him in Golden State. You know, so
folks, pardon yourself. The Kobe Bryant remark had that was tasteless. It doesn't even compare to what's going on right now. I'm out there right now.
Not me, Star. Not me. Not me, my guy. Not me, yo.
Is there anybody else equivalent to Draymond Green in the NBA who is as exciting as he is that has been suspended or who has the type of accolades? Or is he just a standout guy? He's just, he does too much and we have to break him. We have to make him apologize, cry, sob. Come on, man.
Fall out and shit. Right. I mean, there's a lot of guys, man, that, are, what you call, quote unquote, disruptors. You know what I mean? When they come off the top of the head, just like Patrick Beverly. You know what I mean? He's known as a guy that, is going to get up in you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? And he plays hard and he goes through it and he has his moments.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So again, but it's not to this extent. So again, I don't know if it's the NBA is quote unquote racist. I don't think that is. It's just the point of the matter.
I do.
They got guys. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do. I think the NBA is racist. I do.
I hear you. I mean, and you can look at it and say that thing and say that. It's easy to say that at this point in the game, for real. It is. But I mean, Draymond Green put himself in that position, man. It's hard. Can you defend it? No. How are you going to defend that? What you going to say? What are you going to say? Start to defend that. It won't happen again. Is that what you're going to say? You know what I mean?
Has he ever cried with all of his suspensions, ejections? Has he ever cried and said, I'm sorry, I'm going to get help? Has he ever gone there?
I can't speak to that. I don't ever remember him, crying or making any mea culpas, anything like that. Probably just pay his fine, you know what I mean, and let the fervor die down, and then get back until the next incident, because one's coming.
And there lies the problem. There lies.
Yep. Absolutely, Star. Absolutely.
We can't break him. Hang on. We can't break him. Now, I've seen him apologize for his behavior. But listen. Now I am going to say my age, but I look at it like, he did it because he had to. It wasn't that serious. You and I saw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar break whose jaw on the court? Pow!
Kent Benson.
Broke his jaw. Pow!
Kent Benson. Yeah.
You and I remember ML Carr coming off the bench, and we knew he was coming off the bench to foul somebody. That was basketball, my nigga.
Kermit Washington punched in Rudy T's, punched his whole shit in. Right. Excuse my French. Punched his whole shit in. Excuse my French.
All
right. What I'm saying?
All right. So you're saying no, he can't be defended, and you agree with the indefinite suspension, yes?
Yes.
Okay, promote your platform, please, on YouTube, Down and In Sports. Folks, please go there, subscribe. I'm talking to left-handed. Please finish up, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Big up all the time to my co-D out of there. Yep. Always in the building. Down in Sports Talk Tuesday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. Picked up by 6 zeros.
Nice.
All right, that's the platform that we run the sports thing over there.
Right.
We get a lot of traffic over there, and appreciate you, Star, man, for setting that up, man. I asked you about you, like I forgot or whatever, but it's all good, man. We appreciate you saying.
Thank you, man.
We do what we do, man. Tuesday nights, rock out with us. YouTube, StreamYard, 6 zeros, Facebook, and all that, man. Star, I appreciate you every time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Salute. Thank you.
No doubt.
Okay, left-handed tapping in. Folks, we're talking basketball tonight. Hold on a second. Let me get everything situated on the screen here. YouTube.com/at the NBA report is that CP from NicksFan TV. CP.
Star in the building. What's good, man? How you feeling?
Hey, man, thank you for tapping in. Congrats on all of your success. Let's talk about your new platform in case folks don't know, because we know you from NicksFan TV, but at the NBA Report, that's another channel that you recently launched, yes?
Yes, sir. NBA Report Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We covering the NBA, man. News, rumors, post-game reactions, all the foolery, everything, man. It's just popping.
Yeah. Please take the lead here because I have not been paying attention to the NBA that much this season. Draymond Green being suspended, this is huge. I'm just asking the question, can he be defended or is the suspension warranted? Please, CP.
Yeah, they had to throw the hammer. They had to drop the hammer on Draymond, man. The only reason why he apologized this time, this is the first time he ever apologized for all the dirty tricks. The only reason he apologized because he already knew that the league was going to come at him. Because remember, they had already sat him down after he put Rudy Gobert in the chokeholds, put him in the Cobra clutch,
right.
And they already gave him a 5-game suspension. He just came back from that,
right.
And then he turned around with the spinning back fist. So you already knew, man, they was about to shut him down. So they gave him the Kyrie treatment. They said, you got to do X, Y, and Z before you could come back into the league. So that's just where it is right now. He did it to himself.
Well, to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, they haven't said what he's going to have to do to possibly get back, but he is going to have to walk the plank. Good, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, they haven't, but the report was that that Draymond Green, Rich Paul, who's his agent, that's Clutch Sports, so LeBron James's agency, and the Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. said that they met with the league to talk through what type of counseling or whatever that he got to complete. So I don't know if it's some type of anger management, whatever the case may be, but yeah, he got to sit down for a little while.
It's going to be deeper than anger management. Stephen A. Smith, he's one of the biggest, in the game right now. I watched him for maybe 6 or 7 minutes. He agrees with the suspension. And not that we have to use him as the standard here, but as far as Draymond Green, what are your thoughts in terms of should he continue on with the Warriors? Can he be traded? Would anybody else want him?
No, nobody want that dude, man. They just gave him a $25 million a year deal, 4 years, $25 million. So they gave him a $100 million extension.
Okay.
I mean, Draymond Green, that's his team. Warriors, that's his team. Right. He makes everything go there. Him and Steph Curry got their chemistry. He is the de facto point guard on that team. He won't have the same effect on any other team like he does with the Warriors. The problem with the Warriors is that they committed to old players, Star. They have not rebuilt their team. They have not properly invested in the youth. So the problem with the Warriors right now is you got Draymond Green going crazy. He can't play. They're saying Klay Thompson is washed. He's not the same player that he was. So it's all on Steph Curry. They got Chris Paul. Chris Paul been doing his thing off the bench, but they looking real old right now. They got no athleticism, no size. They're looking kind of bummy right now. They're on the outside looking in the Western Conference. And this Draymond Green thing it's just another setback for them.
Now, you yourself, you're a huge New York Knicks fan, and for those who don't know, you can check out CP on NicksFan TV. Okay, so you said they haven't, groomed or however you phrase that, younger players. But now sometimes when you have, older players that are seasoned and they've been winning, it's hard to bring in younger players and to let them take the reins, I mean, unlike your team, the Knicks, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's always rebuilding, always bringing in the younger players, but it never pans out, right?
Certain teams, if you look at it through sports, man, it's always hard when a dynasty collapses, man. It's hard to let go of the players that help build the whole thing up. But you got to know that business is business. Danny Ainge, you look at what Danny Ainge did with the Boston Celtics. He had no problem trading Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett after they won the championship for them because he knew that he had to rebuild that team. Right. And ultimately, those two players, they was able to turn that into Jason Tatum Brown, and Jaylen Brown. Yeah. That's their two cornerstone pieces right now. You got to know business is business. You could always bring these guys back for the ring ceremony, jersey retirement, whatever the case may be, but you can't have these players handcuffing your franchise when they're looking old and bummy out there.
So with that being said, and again, I want you to educate me here, is it time to let Klay Thompson go because he's in the middle of negotiations right now, hasn't been playing the best? Is it time to let him go? Hey, thank you for your service, but, enough's enough.
It might be, man. According to the reports, he was trying. Golden State had offered him a 2-year deal worth $48 million over the summertime. He passed it down, took a gamble on this season, and he's looking kind of bummy right now. So the problem with the Warriors, they don't have that number 2 guy. Steph's still doing his thing, but they don't have that number 2 that can really step up and dominate the game. That's what Clay used to be able to do, but right now it's a struggle for him. So they might need to look to trade him by the deadline and try to get a big man or something like that, because it's not really working right now. They can't bring him back at that type of money, man. Can't bring him back.
If Klay Thompson is washed and he wants a big bag, you know where he can go? To your team, the Knicks.
Nah. The New York Knicks with an old and washed come for a paycheck. That was the old days, Star. That was the old us, man. We turned the corner. We turned the corner, man.
For some reason, that was always a thing. If you're old and washed, the Knicks will take you. Oh my God.
That was always the thing, man. We always got the stars when they was done. But yeah, man, it's a new day, man. It's a new day, Star.
All right,
that's the old Knicks, man.
Are you live tonight? What's going on NicksFan TV or the NBA Report? I want to make sure we promote your
NBA Report. We live on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. NicksFan TV will be live Friday night. Okay. Knicks are in Phoenix taking on Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Phoenix Suns. So that's a late night game, and we'll be live for the post game show after that, man. So definitely tap into that.
And you're still doing your thing on Sirius XM. Where are you? You're all over the place, and that's a great thing. Yeah,
we on Sirius XM on the NBA Report. I'm on SNY TV, talking Knicks on SNY TV, and also WFAN 660 New York Sports Radio, man. So you can catch me all over the place.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for always helping me out, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, yo, so you know what I want to ask you? I don't know if you touched on this. Did you touch on the Grammy celebration, that 50th anniversary of hip hop? What'd you think about that?
I mentioned earlier that KRS-One turned down LL Cool J's invite. LL and I are friends, and I'm kind of like siding with KRS-One, but it's a new day and time, so maybe it's time to get hip hop in there. In some way, shape, or form. I mean, the Grammys, like every other, historical, event, they have to bring in that urban audience. So I don't know. I mean, what are your thoughts on it? I know what KRS-One said. I watched him speak about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, MC Lyte is running that thing, or she on the committee or whatever.
Love it.
And my mentor, Chuck D, and Flavor Flav, Public Enemy, was out there on the stage. So, I understood it from their perspective, but I understood KRS-One as well, man. The Grammys never really respected hip-hop like that. So I just thought it was interesting. They didn't do a good job of giving him his flowers. I didn't think KRS-One got enough love during this whole year and all these events, but it's like he said, man. He had principles, and he had to stand on it.
Yeah. CP, thank you for tapping in, man. We'll talk soon.
Peace, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Take care. All right. It's my guy, CP from NicksFan TV. You see, folks, when I need to talk basketball, I can get the big guns in here. CP, left-handed. Florida Boy J is live right now. Okay. Where is Sam from Uniondale? And is there anybody who is up to speed on the TikTok egg challenge? I don't want to pull teeth. If you're not up to speed, please go watch some of those videos, and we'll discuss this another night. Holy smokes. Mothers breaking eggs on the little kids' foreheads. Pow. And then laughing. Troll babies, anybody have you seen those videos on TikTok? Goddamn kids crying. Ow. Why'd you do that? Maybe it's good that I'm not married, because if my wife did some shit like that, bitch, I gotta throw you down a flight of stairs. You just cracked an egg on our seed's forehead for fucking clicks and views? I don't want to promote violence, but I may have to tune a bitch up. The fuck is wrong with you? Oh, my goodness. Hey, Shanice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, you have my email address, Shanice. Send me an email. Yes, we're doing some special promotions for the holiday season. Now's the time. You can get 30% off if you've been a sponsor in the past. I may even give you 50% off of 30-day promos, okay? Thank you for your donation, okay? Crown says, oh, Jonathan Majors running from Neanderthal. Crown, do you want to call in tonight as a research show? I'm going to be touching on a few different topics. I did not hear the audio. Jonathan Majors, supposedly he was telling his now ex-girlfriend, the one that he's having the court battle with, telling her she needs to be more like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. Is that what you're talking about? What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Was the nigga on a perk 10? Oh my God. Hey, Lauren, I got your donation. Lauren says pick up 720. Lauren, good evening. Thank you for your support. Where do you want to start? Lauren.
Hey, this is actually Spencer, Lauren's husband. She sent in the super chat on my behalf, but I'm here to talk about Draymond or the TikTok egg challenge.
Please, can we start with the TikTok egg challenge? What the fuck? Never mind the algorithm. What the fuck? Have you seen those videos?
I've seen the videos, and I think you're kind of soft. I don't really see a big deal with it, man. I got to be honest. It's just an egg getting cracked on a kid's head. I'm getting a good laugh out of it.
Oh, it's funny. Yes, it's funny. But are you looking at the kids? Their faces. They're mortified. They're scared. Mommy, I
think it's good.
You hit me in the head. Mommy, what the fuck? If that were a black man or a Puerto Rican, they would be reported, yes? Come on.
Quite possibly. You're not wrong, but...
SWAT would kick in the door.
Big deal.
Put your hands on top of your head, interlock your fingers, and don't fucking move. Go ahead. Come on.
No, more than likely that is probably what happens, but... It's a good thing they're not getting filmed doing it. It's a good thing that we're keeping it to the white moms because it's good entertainment for us. And I don't see the problem. These little white kids need to go through a little something. You crack an egg on their head, they're a little stronger after it. I think it's a good
I saw a couple of mammies. I saw a couple of mammies doing it.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't have a problem with it. Not that you have to follow my lead. Listen, I'm an older guy. If my wife or if my daughter did that to my grandchild, I would report my fucking daughter. Anyway, Draymond Green suspended indefinitely. Your thoughts, your knowledge, your opinion, please.
Yeah, I got to agree with a lot of the guys who've been on so far. You can't defend it. It's indefensible. The guy does it all the time. And to your point about the different eras and stuff, I mean, that's super valid. Draymond kind of plays from kind of a more 90s type of style.
Yeah.
The problem is there's nobody else doing it. He's the only guy who still does that in the league, so you're going to be a red thumb. We're going to call you out for it and set the example for everybody else. So he's kind of in a tough spot because that's also the positive he brings to the team is being that rowdy guy, that in-your-face guy that's getting the other team's head. But you got to pay the price sometimes, and he really hasn't been suspended for any lengthy amount of time before. So I think it's kind of overdue, and it's a nice little cop-out for the NBA to go indefinite. They can pull it if they want here in a week and go, you know what, it's good. Go ahead and keep playing, or they can let it ride out for a while. I don't agree with some of the other guys so that he'd be suspended for the rest of the year. I definitely expect to see him on the court again, probably a little bit after the All-Star break, sometime in March, leading into the playoffs. The NBA is smart. They're going to want to get the ratings of putting Draymond back out on that TV.
Yeah. Does he need help? I've been hearing, he needs help. What type of fucking help? I'm playing a contact sport. You know, I went a little overboard. What is he? Is he supposed to go to therapy? Is he supposed to bite into a fucking piece of fruit and then and then fall down and sob so that everybody can say, okay, he's better now? What type of help does this man need?
Zero help. I would offer this man zero help. I would not tell him to go to counseling. I want Draymond to be the Draymond he is now. I don't want him to change. That's not going to help anybody. That's a part of the edge that he brings. He shouldn't be getting counseling. And when you watch the guy talk, he's a smart guy, very well-spoken, calm. He's doing it on purpose. That's a part of the game, getting in that team's head. He doesn't need any help. He's totally fine.
You said he does it on purpose. Does LeBron James flop on purpose?
Absolutely. That's, he's trying to get his team the best.
Does he get penalized enough for flopping? That bothers me about him.
No.
He fucking flops. And by the way, sir, fuck the algorithm tonight. We're talking basketball. LeBron James flopping. What is the penalty for flopping?
You are supposed to get, I believe they upped it recently, where you do get fined sometimes if it is called that you are actually flopping and technical fouls. But a lot of guys are flopping. I know LeBron flops a lot, but everybody's flopping in the league. You turn on the game, you're seeing 5 to 10 flops every game.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call, and thank your wife for the donation. Anything else you want to mention before you go?
No, I think that's about it, man. Just happy to be on the show. And now that I hear you shout out all these guys at shows and shit, I might need to start a show or something, get a couple shout outs. But
well, listen,
great to have me on, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, if you help me, I help you as best I can. I don't necessarily do shout outs, but these people support my machine, and I appreciate that. Thank you for calling.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Good call. Good call. Guys, let me say salute to the homies, Wu-Tang Clan. Are you guys up to speed? Oh, man, the Wu-Tang Clan is going to be doing a residency for a month. Tickets go on sale to the general public this Friday at the Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas. Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas. Okay. February the 9th. And the 10th through March the 22nd and the 23rd. The hater misses nothing. Oh, man, salute to all of them, man. Great guys. And is this the first rap group to do a residency in Las Vegas? Someone educate me, please, because if so... I stand corrected. Years ago, decades ago, I remember being on radio, and I used to say that rappers are disposable heroes. Anybody remember that? Where's Blade? Blade's a fucking tape recorder. I used to say, nobody is gonna want to see a rap group in Vegas in the future. And here we are. I may need to go. Wu-Tang Clan announces Vegas residency. Kicking off Super Bowl weekend. Salute to the Riz and I are very, very cool, but they're all of them, man. Raekwon. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Let me go to Cash App. Thank you for your support. Hey, Tara. Tara says, did you see the feds ran down on Diddy? Send me the link. Send me the link, Tara. I got your donation. Are you sipping? Or are you smoking something? Send me the link. I'm not at the speed, but send that goddamn link right now. Ran down and did what? They questioned him? Or did they put the steel bracelets on him? Deeds? Did the feds run down? Did they cuff my nigga Diddy? Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, Florida Boy J. Thank you. Thank you, Tyra. Troll Babies, is Tyra sipping? She says the feds ran down. Okay. This ain't that. Says, nah, Star, she's smoking boulders. Fuck out of here. Tara, send me a link, please. Thank you for your donation. Blade says, just watched some of those egg challenges. I'm starting to think that your boy Trump was right about TikTok. Facts. He wanted to ban that shit. Holy smokes. Is anybody bothered by the TikTok egg challenge? Cracking eggs on little kids' heads. Pow. And then laughing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bitch, did you just crack an egg on my son's forehead and post it online? Bitch, you better go put on a catcher's mask. I'm about to two-piece you. The fuck? DJ Duya, I got your donation. Are you calling in, sir? Thank you for your support. Where are you, sir? Okay, 845. Where is 845? I don't see you. 845. DJ Duya, can you call back? In the meantime, 213. Good evening, 213. Talking about Draymond.
Yo, what up, Stardust? What up, Stardust? The Gangster Love.
Hey, what's up, man? It's been a while. How you been? Or are you trolling?
Hey, good. How you doing? How you doing? You doing good?
Is this really Gangster Love? I don't know that number.
Yeah, this is the Gangster Love. This is my other number.
Okay.
213, LA.
Come on.
But, yo, this is me. Hey, I wanted to talk about Draymond's goofy ass. Mm-hmm. Hey, they need to make an example out of him, Star. The dude, for one, is a fraud. Mm. If you look at his antics, they're real female, quote, bitch made. Mm. He punched the dude by turning around and, like, he ain't stand up to him like a man and punch him. Mm. And then, if you just look at all his antics, they real.
It was a helicopter punch.
But check it out. He got slapped by a tether and didn't do nothing back.
Okay.
You remember when what's his name that used to play for the Cleveland? Tristan Thompson slapped him in the club and Draymond didn't do nothing. Mm. So that proves he's a bitch, man. Oh. And like they need to make.
He might have been high in the club, sir. Sometimes you're in the club, you're on that shit, you know. Your equilibrium is not there. But go ahead. I hear you. Go ahead.
Nah, man, you can't let no tether slap you and don't do nothing back, man. Again, he out there surrounded by all his teammates. All he do is run his mouth. You can tell he ain't a real tough guy. Okay. And here's the thing. If you put him on any other team, he's trash. And truth be told, he's really trash over there. He just plays, he's good with giving Steph Curry the ball. He's unselfish, but he brings nothing to the team offensively. So he's really not a player in today's game. He can't shoot. Like, he doesn't do anything. I would take Dennis Rodman over him any day. His defense is subpar, if you ask me. He's just good for playing his role, making sure that other players.
He was Defensive Player of the Year, sir. What do you mean subpar? Are you serious?
I'm very serious. Last year when Clay and Steph was out, he couldn't carry that team. Okay. He doesn't put up double digits in points.
Right.
I mean, I get he plays defense, but today's game is about scoring. So, yeah, you want a guy that plays defense, but if you look up his stats, he can't shoot threes.
Okay.
He's a subpar player, and that's my opinion, but he's not worth nothing.
I appreciate your insight, man, and I thank you for your support as always. Before you go, the TikTok egg challenge, have you seen these videos?
I have not seen those, unfortunately. And let me ask you one last question before I get off. Are you going to do the hate-a-thon before the end of the year?
Well, so if you're going to send in donations, then yes, absolutely. We will dumb out. I'll take it there if you're sending in donations. All right?
Sorry, I'm always sending in donations. You know that.
I appreciate you, man. Salute. Thank you so much.
All right, peace.
Okay. Gangster Love tapping in. I think Sam from Uniondale is on the line. Hold on a second. Sam, sit tight. You're up next. Sam, sit tight. Okay. And DJ Duya, I see you. Please sit tight. Sit tight. A few things I want to just announce here because this is a research show, guys. Okay. I was trying to do a show earlier today, but I got a little consumed with enjoying life. I have found a yacht that I like. Woo! I have found a yacht, but now I don't want to, jump the gun just yet. I have not purchased the raw land that I was looking at out in, down in Emerald Isle, the Emerald Isle area in North Carolina. I have been really thinking about the whole buying a small yacht and, living on the coast for a year or more. If you caught my show a week ago, I found a nice yacht. So I am exploring this, and thank you to the young lady who sent me a very nasty email. I have had a license of sorts to drive a boat for well over 15 years. Thank you, bitch. She was like, you need a license. You can't just buy a yacht and fucking go. Thank you to her. She sent a donation. That's why I'm mentioning her. Also, thank you to a couple of people who do spend a lot of time on boats. I have to do more research. I'm just not going to buy the yacht and then just fucking go live on it. There's a lot of prep work that has to be done and a lot of things that if I am going to do this, and I'm kind of leaning towards it, that I have to plan out. But I just want to give you guys an update, okay? All right, let's get back to the show topic here. Sam from Uniondale, is that you, sir? From Sam I Analyze on YouTube as well.
Star, it's me. How you doing?
Great to hear from you, man. You did a post on this on your channel 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? I'm sorry, yesterday.
It was yesterday. Yesterday, yes.
Yeah, take the lead. Take the lead. I want to be educated. Draymond Green suspended indefinitely. What are your thoughts? And do you think? To my question, can he be defended? Please, Sam.
I think Draymond Green is tired. I think his antics are tired, Star.
Okay.
This guy at this point since 2016, five suspensions, and all of them, when he always has an excuse. You turned around and you hit the guy with a spinning right. I didn't see anything going on anyway for him to do that. And then the thing with him is that all he's doing, his team is on. This is the end for the Golden State Warriors, right? Possibly Steve Kerr is on is a lame duck coach. Okay, his contract expires soon. Klay Thompson, I've said for a while that he's a shell of himself since the injuries. He should have signed the contract that they were offering him in the off season. Okay. And Draymond is just a headache because of him. I stand by it. Kevin Durant left. I stand by it that they had, his antics are tired. Now he brings cohesion and that tough nose, gritty, old school, semi old school basketball. Mm-hmm. But I think you don't want the commissioner and the NBA now they're probably having a tough conversation with him. Like, look, do you want to still be in the NBA? Because his career is going to get. I mean, he's 33 now.
I think so.
His career is going to get cut short because it's tired. And the thing is, if the Warriors, who enabled this, for his entire career, who's gonna take him on? That's why I'm looking at it. I'm like, it was senseless. It was pointless. For a basketball player who, I think, brings so much. He's not a scorer like the other caller said, but he does bring a lot. High basketball IQ. He doesn't need to go to that level. Right. And it's tired. And now the Warriors, who are right now going into tonight, I think they play a hot Clippers team. And the thing is, they need him. And indefinitely, I thought he would have, if I would have suspended him, I would have thought maybe 10 to 15 games because he's clearly not getting it. The last 5 suspensions, one game, and then this last one with Rudy Gobert, which I didn't think was that bad. 5 games, but come on, let go of the guy's neck. We got it. You got your teammates back. Let go. Keep it moving. He didn't do that.
Okay, so you were on this early on your channel, youtube.com/@SamIAnalyze. You were on top of this story early. So what has happened since the story first came out? Has Draymond Green released a statement? Is he entered into rehab? What has he done to show some type of remorse, if anything?
Well, I think Draymond Green, for now, both his agent, the commissioner, they basically met with him, or if not, are meeting with him soon to discuss a game plan, right?
Okay.
indefinitely means, I mean, to me, it could be 5 games, 10 games, but they want to see contrition. They want to see, all right, have you learned? Because what he said yesterday about, I don't, if I meant to do something, I'll tell you or something like that, and I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
That's not what they want to see.
Right.
They want to see that you're making the necessary steps to say, all right, I got to keep my cool. I can't do this again. And it's not to the level of a John Morant, but he's a fool at the same time, right? You got suspended 5 games, and the season is not even 25 games old, depending on who's counting, and you're getting suspended again and doing the same nonsense. So the people that he's in the last few incidences that he's had, and I heard Keyshawn Johnson mention it also. Would he turn around and do that to a Julius Randle? Would he turn around and do that to the kid from Detroit? There was a kid who came, who ran after LeBron for hitting him in his face a few years back. Okay. I mean, he knows who to push the buttons with, but it's not. I mean, this generation of basketball, it's not about that.
Can we talk about the foul itself? It didn't look that serious to me. It was a helicopter punch, yo, fuck off me, What was he being hand checked? Because there is a hand check rule. Yes, going back to 2004, 2005. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was he being hand checked? Why did he turn around and pow, hit him? Why?
Well, he said he was pinning his hand, his arm, and I mean, from what I saw, it did look like he was doing it, and this was until the late 2000s. The hand check was in the NBA.
What year was that?
They did get rid of it, where a player could.
Take your time. Google if you need to. I don't know. I remember 2004 because I was in Connecticut at the time.
Took off in 2004. Yes. And this was a rule. This was a play that I wish guys like Steph Curry, we would see, what would happen with guys like that when they have rules like that, where you can actually, put hands on the offensive player on the perimeter.
Yeah.
But
stop touching me on the Bati boy shit. Take your hands off me, or else. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Right.
Go ahead.
So look, the thing with Draymond, and then they're saying, he lashes out like that. I mean, it didn't have. Yeah. I get it with the Rudy Gobert. I get it. I even understand with Jordan Poole, because you see Jordan Poole acting like a fool right now in D.C. It didn't need to get to that point, I guess, but. You see, I mean, there's certain instances where you're like, all right, I see why you lost it. Right. But he finds every way, and then there's no accountability. Yeah. There's no accountability. You helicopter, and then last second he opened up his hand because he knew, I might knock this guy out. And he opened up his hand. So I think he's out for at least 10 to 15 games unless they see that he's made progress.
Sam, before you go, man, tell us about your platform. You do daily content. How often do you post? Sam, I analyze, please.
So I try not to put a number on it. Like if it's a hot week, I've already posted twice.
Okay.
But this was a hot story. I did one on the $700 million contract that was signed in baseball. I did. This one I did last night. So whenever anything is going, pops off, I try to post a video. The one before this was on Shohei Ohtani, by the way.
You are
the now Dodgers.
Yeah. For those who don't know, you are a very knowledgeable guy. You've been calling into sports radio in New York, the New York Tri-State for years. Sam from Uniondale, they know you as. Do you cover hockey at all? Because one of my favorite teams is the Bruins, but the goddamn Rangers are doing it this year. Do you cover hockey at all?
I not really, but I do see that the Rangers are definitely one of the hottest teams since making the coaching change, and they're looking good. They're looking good.
Have you ever
but
been?
It's all about.
Have you ever been to a hockey game? You ever been to a hockey game, Sam?
I have.
Okay.
Both Rangers Islander games.
Okay.
Very. If you want to go to a game to experience a game and really see crowds go crazy,
yeah,
you got to go to a hockey game.
Yeah.
Got to go to a hockey game.
I've been to maybe 40 over 40 games, maybe 45 in person. There's nothing like that experience, man. But hey, I appreciate you tapping in. When's your next video that you're posting, Sam? I Analyze. Next video.
Well, I'm about to this was about 2 days old now.
Okay.
But it's still a little bit of a topic with the Zion Williamson.
Okay.
I might I was thinking about posting my take on how this guy's ruining his career. I may do that, but if anything trending happens, I'm on it. That's my goal.
Hold on, Sam. Hold on. Troll babies, is Zion still dating that grandmother? Hold on. Do you know who he's dating?
I think there were a few of them, actually.
Oh, my
Weren't
God. Can you Google, please?
This summer it was a mess.
Oh, my God. Is he dating that grandmother who's always on the fucking shade room? Hold on a second. Oh, my God. I hope it's not her. Oh, God. Troll babies, is he dating that grandmother who's always on the goddamn shade room? Do you know who he's dating? Sam, before you go, this is very important. This is so important because I'm on some bullshit right now.
No, Zion had...
No. Hold on. Okay, so Joe Polite says no star. Jaylen Brown is dating her. Oh, my God. Hold on a second. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown and okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jaylen Brown is dating her. Oh my God. According to, don't say her name, Sam. According to the New York Post, July the 26th, 2023. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is dating. Okay, so it's not Zion Williams. Whew. Ciao. Sam, I appreciate you, man, and you keep emailing me whenever you post a new video. Make sure we get it so we can post that in the community section. Everything's spelled correctly on the showrunner, Sam?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
Thank you, Stub. Much appreciated.
I appreciate you, and please keep me up to speed on everything that goes on in the world of sports. Pardon me.
Will do. Have a good night.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, my God. Who sent that information in the live chat? I don't have my contacts in. Was that somebody? Pilot? Who the fuck was that? Hold on a second. What the Joe Pilot. Has Draymond Green shot his load? He's already got rings. He's got a legacy that can't be denied. Maybe it's time to just get him out of the league, Hell of a defensive player. Hang on a second. Okay. I got some notes here if you guys want to call in. Also, I want to make sure I'm promoting some of my sponsors. Guys, on the screen, ADS.com. This is a platform you should go to if you're trying to get some real traction on your channel. Spend a little Skrilla there. Tell them I sent you, okay? ADS.com. Check out the site. The functionality is very nice. I highly recommend it, okay? All right. I think DJ Duya is there. Duya, sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight, DJ Duya. Okay. Lex Diamonds, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, who are you talking about? Fam. Somebody get Wimbledon forehands and backhands. Who are we talking about, sir? Lex Diamonds, thank you for your support, but who are we talking about? Okay. Food, peace, and self-care got you donation. Boss Hog, these are clout parents. Gunshot for them. Okay, you're talking about the TikTok egg challenge. Maybe I'm just old. I'm proud of my age, but I saw that shit. I said, what the fuck is so funny? Breaking eggs on the foreheads of toddlers. Kids are horrified. Mommy, what are you doing? Mommy needs to be stoned. The fuck? Okay, Blades tapped and started. Did you see that interview on your boy Russell Simmons? Yes, I spoke about that last week, Blade. Okay. This nigga Russell was sitting cross-legged. I spoke about that, okay, in front of a Buddha statue. Yeah. Russell's a good guy, man. We've met on multiple occasions. We never hung out, and we had a great meeting on 2 meetings. He invited me to his office one time. Oh, he had some fly, what the fuck was that? Some type of waterfall. We're sitting there talking. The goddamn water's coming down with the fucking, the neon light. The neon lights. That's my nigga. Russell is... He's charismatic. I give him that. He's a deal closer. He closes deals. Can't take that away from him. Now, he's lost a lot since the allegations and since he hightailed it to Bali. I think like 5 of his charities have been shut down because, you know, whenever you get accused of, you know, taking, you know, pussy, shit gets real. DJ Duya, hey, man, thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. Where do you want to start? DJ Duya.
What's good, Star? What's good, man? So I kind of wanted to give a different take than everybody. I noticed the objective perspective. Come on. So I just feel like this is low key, like Draymond Green displaying leadership for the squad. He does these type of things to galvanize the team.
Okay.
So he'll take the heat of the media while the team can actually, because the Warriors have been trashed this year. So this is a chance for them to kind of reconvene and try some new things while the heat is actually on Draymond Green.
Okay.
And, you know, Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins are playing terrible. So they want to put in some new guys, Jonathan Kuminga and Podensky.
Okay.
So this is a chance for the squad to really like reconvene and to try some new things. Like I said, while the heat is really on Draymond, what they're doing if you really want to deep dive into it, you know, Joe Dumars is he is the person in control of the disciplinary actions for the NBA. And low-key,
Wait a minute. Dumars, who used to play with the Pistons back in the 80s?
Right. So low-key, Draymond Green was best friends with his son. So he grew up with him as a...
That nigga was a problem. Him and Bill Laimbeer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the two of them.
Absolutely. Michael Jordan said that was the toughest dude that ever guarded him, Joe Dumars, back in the day. So, yeah. So, low-key, this is his father figure for Draymond Green. So, I feel like he sat him down and said, listen, man, you know, you've been wilding out, but this is how we going to handle this. You know, you like a son to me. So, we're going to say it's going to be indefinite. That way, we don't put any length on this. You know, you can still practice with your team. You can galvanize, you know, you can get your squad together. We want y'all. The Warriors are the most lucrative franchise in the NBA at this moment. Their squad is worth more than the Lakers and the Celtics. So the NBA wants them in there. So, like I said, he's saying, we got to sit you down for a little while, but we're not going to put any number on it, and we'll bring you back once it dies down a little bit, and the squad starts winning a little bit. Okay. We'll get you right back in there. So,
DJ Duya, can I jump in? Can I jump in and ask you a question? I don't know. I'm asking. Are the Warriors worth more than the New York Knicks?
Absolutely.
You sure?
I'm positive. Positive.
The New York Knicks have all those the cable deals, and it's the number one market. Let's keep it real. Endorsements and all sorts of things, marketing and shit like that. I mean, okay, if you say so. But now, with regards to moving forward, do you think that they may trade him, or has his career come to an end, in your opinion, DJ Duya?
No, because NBA contracts are guaranteed, so he just re-up for that $100 million bag.
Okay.
So he's going to be around for the next 4 years. And that was a great call, because the Knicks are the second most lucrative franchise, or most valuable franchise, I should say, in the NBA. Good call.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely going to be around for the next. He's tied into the league. He has a deal with TNT as well. Barkley's kind of grooming him to take over his spot.
Didn't Fat Man Barkley just kick his back in? Fat Man Barkley said something slick. What did he say?
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch.
Can you Google? I got time. Can you Google what did Fat Man Barkley, aka Ringless Barkley, what did he say about fucking Draymond Green? That nigga's ringless. He hates Michael Jordan. What did he say? Come on. I got time tonight. I got time, goddamn.
Oh man, I gotta look into it, Star. It's
okay.
My connection is a little slow.
Okay.
Where I am right now, but
all right. So
but yeah, that was pretty much my takes for the Draymond Green. I also wanted to
hang on. So my question, Draymond Green, can he be defended? I know you gave your perspective and a hypothetical of sorts, but can he be defended?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like after this blows off a little bit and the team starts winning, he could be defended. As long as the team wins, it's all good. It's when the team is not winning is when these antics take a downturn. So
gotcha.
If the team get back to their winning ways, none of this will even really matter.
Okay. DJ Duya, great to hear from you, man. Thank you for your support as always. Thank you.
No doubt. Have a great show, bro.
You too. Thank you. Okay. DJ Duya tapping in. Oh, hating ass Jordan Poole probably sitting back. Yeah. That's good for that nigga, right? Troll babies, Jordan Poole. That's what he's saying right now. I have some sponsors to promote tonight. And coming up a little bit later, I want to ask you guys a question. But first, let me put on the screen 20for30.shop. If you guys are out there and you want to call in and promote your platform, please email me and say, Star, I want to just do a little promotion, not really join the conversation about the topic. That's fine. 20for30.shop. They have a $250 giveaway. Please go there. You'll see the information. Tell them I sent you, okay? Tony D got you donation. Luke Caney, his family member cooked barbecued aardvark over mud rice. Luke Caney's family cooks barbecue aardvark over mud rice. What the fuck? Purvis, thank you for your donation. Warriors are now worth $7 billion. Knicks are worth $6 billion. Thank you, Purvis, for the information. I thought the Knicks would be worth more. My bad. Good evening, 310. Are you there? We're talking Draymond Green, suspended indefinitely.
Peace, dog.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Good evening. This is Red Carson, comedian Red Carson.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
I'm calling in to tap in on the Draymond Green situation.
Please.
So, here's my take on the whole Golden State Warriors. I just think that they need to blow it up. I think that Draymond Green is, like you said, shot his load. I think he's past his prime. I think that, to agree with the other callers, that he is only effective in the system of the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
And, you know, he has to, him and the organization, they got to figure it out whether he needs to defer payment or do something. I don't know. Okay. But Klay Thompson, he's not playing up to his potential. He needs to go. And honestly, they need to let Steph Curry go and let him go.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
No,
stop it, Red.
Listen to me.
Come on.
Let him go elsewhere and be great, because it's only going to, they're not going to get anybody that's going to go there, that's going to play that system effectively. Let him go elsewhere. They brought that championship, that organization, 4 championships. They're going to have statues outside that arena. Just let them go gracefully is what I'm saying. Okay. Don't let Steph stay stuck there. He's the only player that's worth a damn. The other players that they drafted, the younger players, the ones that they were supposed to be bringing up through the system, they haven't performed to their their standards.
Okay.
So you know what? Let them go gracefully. It's going to be the same thing as watching an old boxer just stay around because they have a name and just get beat up. Right. Don't let him do that. Let him go somewhere while he still has life in him, potential to go win championships elsewhere. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
But with Draymond, listen. You had John Morant waving blickies and stuff like that, and they suspended him for what, 8-10 games or something, like 25 games. Right. So you figure a situation like this. Listen, it's honestly 20. Like give him 20 games. What can you really do? It wasn't like a closed fist, straight up punch. Like you said, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was breaking jaws.
Yeah.
And what was the other guy? Rudy Tomjanovich that ran and cracked the guy, and or had his, basically thought he was going to die right there on the floor.
Yeah. Do you remember Anthony Mason with those big ass fucking shoulders? He used to hit people in the fucking chin and.
Absolutely, New York Knicks.
Jesus.
New York Knicks. Like they've had so many different things. Like Ron Artest got the 10 game. He had the highest game suspension for a matter of physical contact in that nature since 2010, which was like 10 games. So, what could you really do?
What year was the Malice in the Palace? What year was that?
Oh, that was hold on, I can Google it.
Google it. Malice in the Palace. There you go. Malice in the Palace, 2004, November the 19th. 19th.
Friday, November 19th.
Yeah,
2004. Yeah.
The Pistons versus the Indiana Pacers.
Shit was they went lit. Up into the stands.
Shit was lit.
Yeah, man. But that's all I had to say about that. I mean,
hang on, stay with me, Red. Now, Ben Wallace got at Ron Artest. He didn't want no problems with Ben Wallace, right?
None.
And then he runs up into the stands, goes after a white boy, but he didn't want no smoke with Ben Wallace. Right.
Starts delivering Tyson blows to the fans.
Right. But the white boys were throwing like drinks and shit at him, beers.
Absolutely. And then Steven Jackson ran up into the stands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit was lit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the NBA is trying to refrain from, especially now with the influx of international players.
Why though? Why? Why not do like hockey does? 5 for 5. Give them 5 minutes to fight.
Yeah, I agree. At the end of the day, my attitude is this: these are grown, testosterone-filled athletes. These are grown 6 and 7 foot men. It's going to happen. It's a contact sport.
Yeah.
Let them get it out their system and keep it pushing.
These people are on performance enhancement drugs, allegedly. Niggas are juiced up.
All sorts of horse tranquilizers.
Yeah. Niggas on pharmacist, 300.
Yeah. What else are you talking about? The TikTok thing, right?
Oh,
the
my
kids.
God. Red. Have you seen the TikTok egg challenge with these disingenuous, deceitful semen receptacles? The mothers breaking eggs on the kids' heads. Have you seen that, man?
Yes, I did, and it's ironic because the kids are here as a result of the mothers getting their eggs cracked.
Come on, talk about it.
They're just repeating the cycle there. A lot of mothers, regardless of what they want to publicly admit, they'd rather be out somewhere, be day drinking and being dicked down, and instead of being stuck in the house with their little blessing.
I'm appalled, disgusted, and offended by these mothers that do this, and there's no repercussions. It's all fun and games.
Well, they get they want the freedoms of men, the responsibilities of children, and the responsibilities of women, and the accountability of children.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't mix with them. But
yeah. Hey man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for taking it.
No, and I know that this is a research show. I just do you want to, as a comedian, I just wanted to say something real quick about the Charleston White incident.
That's old now. I mean, that's old, dog.
That's old. Yeah. I just wanted to say
thank you, man. We're not going back, man. Thanks for the call. We had a good call. You're trying to take us back to Charleston White getting jumped. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. I'm reading something. I'm brushing up on the fighting rules in the NHL. There's rules to fighting. Well, listen, we give you 5 minutes. 2 penalties per game. We're gonna put you out, but you can fight. Hockey's changed as well. Hockey's a different game, but I've been watching a lot of hockey this season. I found more time, Hold on a second, personal reasons. Yeah, see, they tried to ban fighting. Didn't work. Gotta let them blow off steam. Just wanted to put that out there. Skyler Saunders, guys, please make sure you check out Skyler Saunders. He does daily content, okay? Skyler, is that you? Hang on a second. I was just talking about you. Are you there, Mr. Saunders? Skyler.
Yes, sir. This is he.
Good to hear from you, man. It's cracking.
Likewise.
Yeah. Where do we start? Draymond Green suspended.
Okay, we got Draymond Green, egg challenge, and what else?
Well, I was about to ask another question, but
okay,
we can focus on either Draymond Green or the TikTok egg challenge. Have you seen any of those videos with the mothers breaking?
I've never watched the videos. I just saw clips,
God.
that describe what it is. It's horrible, and I was just gonna say that TikTok was famous for going after senior citizens, like with different pranks and grocery stores and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And it just seems like TikTok is just preying upon the most vulnerable in our society, little kids and senior citizens.
Right.
I think that's corrupt.
Yeah. I'm bothered by these mothers, that are doing this to the kids, and the kids look horrified. And this is supposed to be fucking funny. This is supposed to be fucking funny. Go ahead.
Right. It reminds me. It kind of reminds me of this photographer that was purposefully or intentionally making the children cry just so she can get a shot.
Oh wow!
Like, it's a weird place to be.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that to your own child or another person's child, then you should reevaluate your morals and your ethics and standards.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but we've become a very shit society. So I'm not surprised. But
I agree.
I'm not surprised, but I don't necessarily have to, condone the bullshit. I wanted to make mention of this, But go, you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention Draymond Green again.
Please.
I mean, like you mentioned with hockey, it's like they can fight. They can. I mean, the referees are just sitting like, okay, yeah, let them, go off their steam and regroup.
Yeah.
But you can't do that, I think, in any other sport. You can't fight in football. You can't fight in baseball. You can't fight in basketball. In the top four core sports and leagues.
That's because they're dominated by blacks. Those sports, football and basketball. Yeah.
I was just about to say that's the closest that black people can fight. Black men, is in a ring. In square ring, square circle.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can argue Draymond Green. I'm not trying to take out for him. I'm not trying to cape for him, but he was Defensive Player of the Year. I think at least on one occasion.
Right.
And also, he's protecting his players. That was his whole goal. He's one of the guardians. He's not a shooting guard or a point guard. But he's one of the protectors of his fellow players. That's just me. I'm not trying to cape for him. That's what I understand.
Right. Okay. Anything else on your channel? Because you post daily content, yes, Skyler?
Daily content, yes. I haven't skipped a day since, I think, the beginning of November.
Come on.
So it's
promote.
It's going pretty well. I appreciate you for putting up that one story. It was the LeBron lip reading one. Yeah, that got me 1.4 thousand. 1.4 thousand views.
Nice.
So I appreciate that, and I made a video about Adam 22, and it's steadily growing. I appreciate it. So
nice.
I thank you. Salute to you, sir.
Okay. Guys, here's another one of my sponsors. Please check them out, and if you yourself want to be a sponsor, reach out via email. thehater1964@yahoo.com. I say again, thehater1964@yahoo.com. In the meantime, please go to mixofhealth.com. Tell them I sent you. Got some other sponsors I want to promote as well. Okay, you know what? I want to take a break. I want us to continue the conversation about Draymond Green. And can I switch it up when we come back? Hold on a second. I had a question. Where is it? Oh, shit. Did I delete that? Fuck. Hold on. Let me take a call whilst I look through one of my folders here. Area code 919. Hey, 919, are you there? Good evening. Hey.
Yeah, it was good, yo. Look, first of all, I heard you talk about you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. We're talking about Draymond Green tonight.
Okay.
That's the topic.
Nah. Hold up. I'm gonna get to Draymond in a minute. But hold up. You said Mariah Carey 12.
No, we're not talking about that. So you just fucking heard me say I was editing that out. What are you doing?
Well,
let's get him out of here, weirdo. Try and push the conversation. I said let's move on. Sheesh. I'm sitting here sipping. Everything doesn't need to be rehashed and readdressed. 210, good evening. Are you there? Draymond Green is the topic. Yeah, 210.
Good evening, Star. How's it going?
Hey, who's this? Who's cracking?
I just wanted to touch on the Draymond Green topic.
Please, suspended indefinitely. Suspended
indefinitely, whatever that means. But I think for the NBA fans, it's starting to get, or has been getting cringe watching Draymond Green play. Some of his antics, which seem to be fueling their wins before, only just seems to be taking them down, And NBA fans want to see a team that breaks records, a team that consistently wins championships and dominates. This is a team that beat the Chicago Bulls in-season win record. And he's taken away from that.
Okay.
He lost the championship for them against the Bulls against the Cavaliers, because he couldn't control himself.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't bring up that he's scared. I wouldn't say scared, but ran off Kevin Durant. With Kevin Durant on the team, they could have been to the finals every single year.
KD actually commented on the suspension of Draymond Green. You up to speed? He said that's not the Draymond Green that I know. Did you catch that?
I did catch that, and I couldn't understand why he said that, because they had an actual sit down and a televised sit down together, and right. He told him, yeah, you are the reason why, in so many words, why I left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be called a B, and I'm scared, and I'm helping y'all win championships.
Right.
Not only that, but I'm out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I relinquish the leadership role, and I like to step to the side and come in and make my shots and my plays and get back, and get back to the bench and let Steph take on the leadership role, but you're in my face, Mm-hmm. So he got out of there, and they could have won endless amounts of rings to this day.
Mm. Okay.
So after a while, you start to wonder, is this dude actually helping them, or is he hurting them?
Right.
Now, for the people that say after Draymond's done, or is this the end of Draymond Green, I will say this. This dude is a high IQ player. He's not an offensive phenom. He's not going to make threes. He ain't going to, be dunking it every night.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows where to put the ball. He knows where to set screens. He knows where to put players.
Right.
And he knows how to defend. He has opportunities on other teams. Put him on the Sixers team last year. They could have went to the championship. Put him on any other team, they can help them get to the championship. So I think
Is it time to get rid of him, sir? This is professional sports. There's no families. You're a commodity. Is it time to get rid of him? That's the question, I guess.
I can't answer that question. I'm not going to lie to you, Star, because they are in a crucial year. Clay's not playing well, either because...
How old are you, sir? How old are you? How old are you?
37.
Okay. I'm looking to be educated by younger people like yourself. Is his contract guaranteed, the 4-year deal, and how many years are left? Can they just sit him down, pay him, and let him burn out, and then, get rid of him? Can they do that?
The 4-year, $100 million contract. I mean, you can sit him down, or you can do a buyout for Draymond, but he's going to go to another team and he's going to instantly help them win. That's the type of player that he is. I mean, like I said, he's a high IQ player. I mean, you let him go, another team's going to win. So you're going to have to get something back for him because he is giving the Warriors something that's hard to find.
Gotcha.
That's a fact. Yeah. But there are in a crucial.
Sir, you're boring me. I got to go. Thank you. You're boring me. Sheesh. If anybody wants to comment on KRS-One, I mentioned this briefly earlier. He rejected the invitation to perform at the Grammys. LL Cool J, my homie, invited him. I'm not sure. I guess LL Cool J has some type of position or seat. I didn't ask him with regards to the Grammys. And they're doing a 50th anniversary. KRS-One said no. So what are your thoughts? Are you up to speed? Do you care? The Grammys has not been supportive of hip hop over the years, you know. I'm siding with KRS-One on this one. Yeah. Or is it a new day? It's a new time. We should all just move forward. You know, it's not that deep. Everybody wants inclusion, diversity. Oh man, I can't just at my age with the knowledge and the wisdom that I have, I can't just say that would be a good thing, you know? Your thoughts if you care, okay? Also on the screen, showrunner, one of my sponsors, youtube.com/@IHateEveryoneTV. This is a very entertaining platform. Please go there, leave a comment and tell them I sent you, okay? Again, youtube.com/@IHateEveryoneTV, okay? Lorna, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Star, I visited South Africa and I met many black blondes. Were they bleach blondes? Were they cherry blondes? Or were they black people whose hair, because of the sun, the hair was turned, you know, blonde of sorts? Or were they blonde by way of mutation? Or albinos? Black people kill me with that shit. No. Anyway, thank you for your donation. I'll just say that. But I was talking about Megan Thee Stallion sitting there with a fucking blonde wig, okay? She's not from South Africa. Where is she from? Houston, H-Town, with a fucking, yes, I'm cursing, with a goddamn blonde lace front, and she looks crazy, okay? Let's go to some phones here. Area code, okay. Darix, I see you in the queue. Darix, I want you to go fuck yourself. Darix, don't ever send me an email again talking crazy. I don't give a fuck about you like that. For real, for real. In the meantime, let's go to 213. Is that Advo? Advo, the comedian. 213. Give him a second. In 5, 4, 3, no? Okay. Advo didn't pick up. Let me go to another caller. Hang on a second. 213. Is that Advo? Hey.
Star.
Hey.
What's going on? Let me park right next to this tent. I'm gonna park right next to a tent and talk to you.
Okay.
What's going on?
It's cracking, man. Thursday night, late night.
Man, Draymond Green. Usually I'm rooting for the dark skinned man, but man, he deserves it, man. He deserves it. He's been getting so many opportunities. Not only did he just came from suspension, but he I think he should be suspended for at least 30 games. I think 30 games is enough. They're saying 10 games. I think 30 games is enough. Because not only is the Warriors have been like a franchise of like, what's the topic mostly? What do you want to talk about? I don't know.
Well, hang on a second, because I don't
want to rant.
No. I want younger people to speak freely. I will always give you the last word. You know this.
All right.
Never mind that. Never mind that old shit. It's a new day. It's a new game. Is it time to get that nigger out of the league? You've done.
Hell yeah.
You've done too much. Out of here. Out of here.
Yes. Remember when you said yesterday about Malika Andrews that she's a necessary evil or something? I don't know. You
No, sir. I asked the question. I don't know if she's necessary. But listen, never mind yesterday. Draymond Green, is it time to get him out of here? Don't.
It's time. It's time because all this time, as a Knicks fan, I always wanted like the 90s style basketball. I don't want that. I don't want basketball players that want to be like slamming around. Like we don't want that. That's not part of the sport. Yeah. Actually, with David Stern putting new rules in the NBA, right. Like for example, dressing more appropriate. So Draymond Green should not bring the league back into those stereotypes of like being the bully. Like the bully, yes, it worked when you was going against LeBron. Nowadays, all these young players, they don't want to be slammed. They don't want to break their nose. They don't want to do none of that. And Draymond is looking crazy because there's not a counterpoint for that. There's not another Draymond out there in the league that is going to be punching people. The biggest man right now in the NBA that just joined the league from France is a guy that is throwing 3-point shots. So we're going away from the center being a tough guy. The last big center, it was a guy from the Grizzlies. Okay. I forgot his name. But we haven't had a big guy.
Back to the basics. Back to the fundamentals. This is not the NHL. There will be no fighting. Out of here. What do you think?
Yeah, because that was not basketball. Yeah. That's paid in full. That's Juice, the movie. That's Above the Rim. That's not real basketball. When you go, remember when people be like, oh, you gotta for you to become a winner, you gotta win in what's the name of that basketball court in Harlem that there's always a shooting?
The Rucker? The Rucker or something like that?
Rutgers, yes. Yeah. There's always a shooting in Rutgers. Oh, but you got to come in and score 60 points in Rutgers for us to believe. Nah, get out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Nah, get out of here. So he's doing some bum stuff, and he already got an opportunity. He's a habitual line stepper. A habitual line stepper. And somebody got to make an example out of him. And they going pretty fair. At least they say indefinitely. I will suspend him for 30 games. How you going to get suspended 5 games and you going to come like it's all mellow? No. We're not doing that.
Right. Okay.
And a lot and to the people in Detroit, because I've seen a lot of players like Wallace and a lot of players from Detroit Pistons that are basically saying, well, he used to train with us. It doesn't give you an excuse. You are old ass man. You in your late 30s. Last year you was popping your stuff. You was in the playoff and doing a podcast, and we didn't know if you was more focused on the podcast than on the playoffs.
Right.
So he doesn't know what he want to do. I don't think he wants to play basketball. Star. I don't think he wants to play basketball. He looks more happy when he's partying with LeBron. When he's partying with LeBron, he looks more happier than when he's with the Warriors.
Okay. Ivo, before you go, man, are you up to speed on the TikTok egg breaking challenge? Have you seen that? You're a young guy.
Remind me a little bit of it.
About a month or two ago, I'm just getting up to speed on this. Mothers across the nation, the world, if you will, breaking raw eggs on the foreheads of toddlers, little kids. And putting the eggs in a bowl.
Sir, you
ha 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 he. The fucking kids.
The mothers are the biggest cloud chasers.
Right.
Mothers.
Right.
Mothers. The new thing is he came out of me. That's the new logo for mothers. I made that. Sir, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I'm watching.
Hang on. Have you seen the videos? That's my question first. Have you seen?
Yes, I've seen those videos.
Disgusting.
They're giving a concussion to your kid, and even the kid is switching the roles of who's the kid and who's the parent. Because what happens is like okay, if you let me cook for a second, as a millennial, I feel like we're in between both worlds. I've seen the beepers, and I seen when MySpace started. A lot of the old folks, like let's say my mom or like older than like 40-year-olds, a lot of 40-year-olds that they're starting to catch up with the internet, but the addiction is getting into them a little bit too much. I wanted to bring up yesterday that I was looking at Kai Sinai with Nicki Minaj on
Okay, now hang on a second. Avo, you're like bird shit now. You're all over the place. I don't want to talk about Nicki today. We don't care. Let's stay focused. I was hang on. I was just asking, have you seen these videos with this egg breaking challenge? If men were doing that, there would be an uproar, an outcry. I think it's disgusting. I don't know why this is not being addressed, or if it is, maybe I missed it. But the kids, aside from the mothers being clout chasers, the kids are crying. The kids they don't understand, why did you hit me? And then the mothers are laughing. It's because deplorable. Go ahead.
A lot of these mothers care more about their cell phones than their kids.
Right.
Star.
Right.
The kid is nothing but a performance. The kid is nothing but a like I remember when I don't have no kids and I don't want no goddamn kids, but I remember during COVID, it took 1 week. And all those so-called parents were crying about, I got to send my kid back to school. I can't stand my kid. So they don't really like their kids. They like to show up their kids.
Good point.
I got him some new Jordan, some new this. But in reality, they don't know their kids. And a lot of those kids, like I said, they're addicted to the phones. And I think the phone AI is starting to divide the family, because the kids are starting to realize, like, you don't got to be 30 to realize that your parents are shit. Or I mean to curse, but you got messed up parents.
Hang on a second. I want to put something on the table here. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke here. If you find any groups of fathers who are, I don't know, man, just fighting these outrageous child support, fees and charges, stuff like this, they should use this in court. This TikTok egg challenge, and they should, in some way, shape, or form, file charges. There should be new precedents. You're exploiting the child, you're tormenting the child, you're abusing the child. Therefore, my child support payments should be lowered, and I should have, something to do with more visitation rights. I'm just rambling. Do you understand? Do you hear me?
Or sign a clause. Sign a clause on the fact that if you're gonna monetize my children, and you're making money on the side by making TikToks with my kids, then I want
my payments should be lowered. If you're monetizing that kid and exploiting that kid, there we go. Now we're cooking.
Yes.
My child support payments should be lowered. Finish up.
Yeah, so you're using my son's likeness. You're using 50% of my DNA for your own interest. You're treating me like crap, but you're using 50% of my DNA. So yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay.
That like a lot of these women are doing too much with the kids and disrespecting, never acknowledging that a lot of these kids, for example, I'm gonna finish up with this. A lot of those OnlyFans girls. There's many kids that are 13, and they get bullied in school, and they don't get bullied like we got bullied back in those days. They literally get sent a drop of their moms, or the kids are watching their mom in the locker room. But Star, have a good Thursday.
Hey, before you go, I'm looking at your email between you and Amy. Your banner has to be the size of the YouTube screen. You sent some banner that doesn't fit. It has to be 1290 width by 720 height. That's the size of a banner.
That's what she said. Bet.
No. I'm looking at the email now. You sent us a banner that doesn't fit, and you also sent us a banner with Kim Kardashian. We are not using banners with Kim Kardashian. We're not doing that. I'm looking at her email now.
I feel you. I feel you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay.
It's your boy.
Okay.